The change in potential energy when a body of mass m is raised to a height nr from Earth's surface. So, let me consider here. This is the shape of Earth only. And initially we have taken some particular body on the surface of Earth. And we have to raise the body to a height of nr from the surface of Earth given that you have to see. So this is nr, and all of us know that this is r only. Radius of Earth is which is equal to 6,400 kilometers. Then to bring the body from this point to this particular point, they are asking the question, what is the change in potential energy? That means initial potential energy you have to find out, and also final potential energy you have to find out. Now, I will just calculate first about initial potential energy. What is the general formula for potential energy? Minus G mm by r. R means from the center of the Earth you have to see. From center to this point, the distance is radius only, so it is r. And to calculate final potential energy, that is equal to minus G mm by total distance from center to that particular point. So this distance is r only, then this one will be nr. So total distance will be r plus nr. R plus nr. Now to take the difference between these two, that is only the change in potential energy. That is equal to U final minus U initial. So you can write here both the equations now. Now R can be taken common. Minus of minus plus only G mm by R. Now, if you just take the common factor here, the common factor is G capital M small m by R. If it is taken common, then you will get first the positive term I will write. The whole thing was common, so that 1 minus 1 by 1 plus n. So this will be equal to G capital M into small m by R into, by taking LCM here, 1 plus n, 1 plus n minus 1, that is n only. And finally the answer is G mm by R into n by n plus 1. But sometimes they may ask us the question in terms of small g only. To write in terms of small g, just we multiply here with capital R and capital R. We have to multiply and divide with capital R. So then Gm by R square can be taken as small g only. No? So small g m R into n by n plus 1. So this is the final answer for change in potential energy. All of you understand? The question it is asked only to calculate the change in potential energy. So at initial point you have to calculate potential energy. At final point you have to calculate potential energy. So the change in potential energy only you have to finally calculate. Okay. A geostationary satellite is orbiting the Earth at a height of 5r above the surface of Earth. It is given the height is 5r from the surface of Earth given. The time period of another satellite in hours at a height of 2r from the surface of Earth is. The time period of geostationary satellite, we know that. What is the time period of geostationary satellite? That is 24 hours only, na? Alek Reddy gave the correct answer. 24 hours. If I consider another satellite of height 2r, then we have to calculate here the time period of that particular satellite. So what is the relation between time period and distance here? We know that t square is directly proportional to r cube only, na? But two different cases are given here, so that I will write here t1 by t2 whole square equal to r1 by r2 whole cube. So t1 by t2 in the sense, the first case I consider geostationary satellite, and in second case I consider the the satellite with some other distance 2r. So in first case for the geostationary satellite it is 24 hours. In second case t2 you have to find out whole square equal to. In first case the distance was 5r given, 5r from the surface of earth, but the distance you have to consider from center of the earth only, no? So that you have to write here r plus 5r, and in the denominator it will be r plus 2r whole cube. Now you can just solve this equation. So 24 by t2 whole square equal to r plus 5r will be 6r. In denominator it will be 3r. 6r by 3r in the sense r and r will get cancelled. 6 by 3 will be 2. That will be 2 cube. So 24 square will be 576 by t2 square equal to 8 only. Then t2 square equal to 576 by 8. How much it will be? 8 7 ja 56, 116, 2. T2 square equal to 72. Then T2 will be how much then? T2 will be root 72. Root 72 will be 36 2s, na? So you can write it as 36 into 2. By taking square root, it will be 6 root. So finally 6 root 2 hours. In terms of hours, we have written 24 hours was taken, na? So that here also time period should be written in hours. So finally the time period of geostationary itself, time period of another satellite which is moving at a height of 2r from the surface of earth is 6 root 2 hours. Three uniform spheres of mass m and radius each are kept in such a way that each touches the other two, the magnitude of gravitational force on any of the spheres due to other two is. So all the three are always in contact in the sense you can just draw the diagram in such a way all are identical only. So not like this. All of them should be in contact only, no? We'll just draw here. All of them should be in contact in the sense we have to draw all the three spheres like this. In this particular case, the centers you can indicate here. And what is the distance between the centers of any two? The distance between these two will be 2r, because this is r and this one is r, totally 2r. And here also it will be 2r, and here also it will be 2r. That means it just forms an equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle in the sense, then always the angles will be 60 degrees. And now the question is the magnitude of gravitational force on any of the spheres due to other two. Okay, so you have to calculate gravitational force acting on one sphere due to the other two. For example, if I want to calculate the gravitational force acting on this particular sphere, on this particular sphere. Due to this one, let me consider. So of course the gravitational force is always attractive force only, na? So that attractive force will be like this. So between those two, let me consider the force F1 is equal to, what is the formula for force between two particular spheres? That is nothing but Gm by R, Gmm by R square only, na? G into, both the masses are capital M only, G into M1 M2 by distance. Distance between the two spheres will be, even there in contact, you should not consider that is 0. The distance between centers you have to consider 2r whole square. So that will be how much then? G m square by 4 r square. And F2, that is also force acting on this particular sphere due to the third one. That will be also equal to the same thing, G m square by 4 r square. Of course, simply the forces we are having, since force is a vector, we cannot directly add them to take the sum. The resultant force F is nothing but F1 bar plus F2 bar. That means root over F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta only. Of course, both the magnitudes are same only, na? Since both the magnitudes are same, we can write here root over F square plus F square. 2F square plus 2 into F1 and F2 is F square only. Since both are same, we are writing like into cos. What is the angle between these two forces? It is attractive force in this direction. This is attractive force in this direction. What is this angle? Angle will be 60 degrees only here, na? So it will be cos 60 degrees. I think all of you know cos 60 is half only, na? So that is equal to root over 2f square plus cos 60 is half only. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So it will be f square. So totally it will be, total force will be root over 3f square. That is root 3 into f4. But f value already we know here, na? That is root 3 into gm square by 4r square. Each force value is gm square by 4r square only, na? So finally, the answer here for the resultant force, F resultant is root 3 gm square by 4r square. A particle of mass m is situated at the center of a spherical shell of same mass and radius a. Of same mass, that mass is also taken capital M only. The gravitational potential at a point situated at a by 2 distance from the center will be. Okay, you have to calculate here gravitational potential due to the given configuration. The configuration given is, see here, the spherical shell is taken. Okay, inside the spherical shell, the particle was placed at the center. The particle was placed at the center. Both are different, but both are having same mass only. The mass of this particle is m, and the mass of this sphere is also m. Both are same only here. And in this particular case, they're asking us to calculate the gravitational potential at a point situated at a by 2 distance from the center. So from the center here to here, the distance is taken radius by 2, half the radius it is. And let me consider the total radius is a1. And here you have to calculate the potential. Here the potential is due to both sphere and also the mass, particle mass. So due to both of them, you will get the potential. So that you have to calculate the potential due to particle first. If you want to calculate potential due to particle, what is the formula for potential due to particle? If it is, since it is a simple point mass, what is the formula for potential? That is nothing but minus gm by r only, na? Minus g into mass by distance of that point from the particle. What is the distance? A by 2. So this will be minus 2 gm by A. And second one, what is the potential due to sphere? Since it is hollow sphere, inside the hollow sphere, electric field intensity always be 0. So potential remains constant throughout the space inside the sphere. So whatever the potential it is having on the surface of sphere, the same potential it maintains at every point inside the sphere. So what is the potential on this? That is minus gm by r, means that is the radius only, radius A. Because whatever the potential the space hollow sphere is having it on the surface, the same potential it maintains at any point inside, since potential remains constant. So it will be minus gm by A. And then you have to find out total potential. Na? Total potential means the sum of these two. So simply we can take direct sum only. This will be how much then? Minus 2gm by A minus gm by A. And total value will be minus 3 gm by A. And finally, the answer for total potential at the given point is minus 3 gm by E. The acceleration due to gravity on the moon is 1/6 that of the Earth. We know that acceleration due to gravity, small g value on moon is 1/6 of small g value of that Earth one. If the Earth and moon are assumed to have same density, the ratio of radii of moon and Earth will be, okay, then radius ratio there are. So what is the general formula for g small g? And small g is nothing but g capital M by capital R square only. Na? But you have to compare these values for both of them. So, but here masses of both of them are not same. Na? Mass of Earth is not equal to mass of Moon, but which was given same. The density is given same. So better you write in terms of density, g into. Density means mass by volume. Then mass means density into volume. Okay. And also generally we consider here volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. We consider that Earth is at the moon, both are spherical on pi r square. By solving it, you will get 4 by 3 pi g rho. Okay. And capital R will remain there. And of course, 4 by 3 pi 0 all are constants only, and only the small g is directly proportional to r we can write. That means g, first they are asking moon to Earth, na? So g moon by g Earth is equal to radius of moon by radius of Earth. What is the value of g moon? So g moon can be written as g Earth by 6 only by g Earth. If both are cancelled, then radius of moon by radius of Earth can be taken as 1 by 6. Simply it is 1 by 6 only. Okay, just we have taken here the equation for acceleration due to gravity only. Since density was given same, so we just converted by using the equation m equal to mass equal to density into volume, and volume of the sphere was taken 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then finally we got the relation that acceleration due to gravity is directly proportional to the radius of that particular planet. So by taking the ratio, you are getting the answer equal to 1 by 6 only. A uniform sphere of mass m and radius r is placed on a rough horizontal surface. Okay, the sphere is stuck horizontally at a height h from the floor. The sphere rolls without slipping with constant velocity. 1 h is. So when some force is applied at a particular distance h only, it will just start moving there. Then I will just take here the diagram for the given question. Of course, a sphere is taken here. Let me consider on a rough horizontal surface. On a rough horizontal surface, a sphere is taken where the radius of the sphere is capital R only. The sphere rolls without slipping. Rolls in the sense, so if it is a very smooth surface, just the body will definitely will slip on the surface only. But if the sphere is rolling in the sense, friction is acting there. Okay. So to overcome the friction, definitely we have to apply some force at the upper part. And here, let me consider at any particular height h, at any particular height h, let me consider this is the application of force only, F only somewhere. And here at height h from the surface, if I apply some force, then only let me consider the whole sphere starts moving. So in that particular case, what is the angular momentum in this particular case? Angular momentum is nothing but mvr only. No? So by using equation for angular momentum, by using the relation L equal to I omega, here you can write m, v, and what is the r value? R value means from center of mass. From center of mass to this point, this perpendicular distance only you have to write. Okay, axis of rotation and force application. The perpendicular distance, this one will be how much then? H minus r only, no? So that you can write mv into h minus r. That is the equation for angular momentum. And general equation is I omega, no? I omega in the sense in case of solid sphere, I value will be 2 by 5 mr square. Omega is nothing but v by r, because everything we are writing in terms of r only, no? So that we have taken like this. So here you can write mv into h minus r equal to r and r will get cancelled. 2 by 5 into m v r. And of course, mv and mv will get cancelled on both sides. Then h minus r will be 2r by 5. Then h will be 2r by 5 plus r. Totally how much it will be? 7r by 5. Okay. So final answer for height will be 7r by 5 only. The satellite is moving in a circular orbit at a certain height above the Earth's surface. It takes 5.26 into 10 cube seconds to complete one revolution with a centripetal acceleration equal to 9.32 meter per second square. The height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface is. Time period is given, height only they are asking here. In previous class only we derived some equation for that. That is, for time period only we have written the equation. For time period, that is t equal to 2 pi root over r plus h whole cube by gm. From this equation only we concluded that t square is proportional to r. Okay. So in this particular case, you have to calculate height only. Na? So to calculate the height, you can write here. What is gm by r plus r square? Gm by r square value is nothing but a small g value only, na? So you can calculate here that by taking t square equal to 4 pi square into r plus h whole cube by gm. So this is the equation for t square only. And we can write here t square equal to 4 pi square into r plus h into, and remaining is r plus h whole square, na? R plus h whole square by gm. Generally gm by r plus h whole square will be small g value, okay, at that particular height only. So that for that you can write simply 9.32 given for that equation. Now you have to calculate r plus h only, na? So r plus h equal to t square by 4 pi square into 9.3, and t square means t value is already given, na? 5.26 into 10 cube. So that you have to calculate here, you have to substitute the value here. 5.26 into 10 cube whole square by 4 pi square, in the sense pi square value can be taken 10 nearly. So that 4 pi square will be 40 only into 9.3. You have to solve this relation. You have to calculate this. Then you will get the value for r plus h only, and you will get nearly the answer here is 6. Later you try to calculate that. Nearly the answer is 6.53 into 10 power 6 meters only. This is the value of r plus h only. Okay, but h value if you want to find out, this one minus r only, na? So that 6.53 into 10 power 6 minus the radius of earth is given here, that is 6,400 kilometers approximately, right? But it is given in the question that it is 6.37 into 10 power 6 meters. So 6.53 minus 6.37, how much it will be? 0.16 only, na? 0.16 into 10 power 6 meters. It was in meters only. If you want to convert it to kilometers, that will be 160 kilometers. And it is height will be 160 kilometers only. A synchronous satellite goes around the Earth in every 24 hours. What is the radius of the orbit of satellite in terms of Earth's radius? So a satellite is revolving within 24, in the sense what type of satellite it is? It is simply geostationary satellite only, na? Okay. So you have to calculate here the radius of that particular orbit in terms of radius of Earth only. Okay. So what is the general formula for time period? You can use here the equation for time period. What is the equation for time period? From the relation t square is proportional to r cube, you will have t equal to 2 pi root over r cube by g into m. And here this r, in the sense you better write here smaller only. Better just write here smaller. Now mass of Earth is given, radius of Earth is given. So you can write here 2 pi root over r cube into, you just multiply with radius of Earth and divide with radius of Earth. Not with r. With r square you can multiply and divide, because it will be 2 pi root over r cube into what is gm by r square. In place of gm by r square, you can write small g and re square. Like that, you can write the equation here. Now you can just substitute the values. So now better you write t square. T square equal to 4 pi square into r cube by g re square. Finally, you have to find out small r only. In terms of re, you have to find out here. And so better you write r cube equal to t square g re square by 4 pi square. Okay, by substituting all these values, t square in the sense 24 hours is the time period, na? 24 into for 1 hour, the number of seconds are 3600 whole square into small g value can be taken 9.8. In terms of radius of earth only you have to write, so that no need to substitute there. R square by 4 into pi square. Pi square is nearly equal to 10 only, no? So that it will be 40 only. You have to solve this. Approximately this will be 4 only, and it will give some good value, I think. Somebody gave the answer. Sri Vaishnavi, Alekhya, Ashish, Harish, very good. All of you gave the correct answer only. That is nearly equal to, by solving all this, R is nearly equal to 6.6 into RE. This they got the value nearly equal to 6.6 into RE only. Okay, that is the answer. In the solar system, Sun is in the focus of system for Sun Earth binding system. Then the binding energy of satellite will be binding energy is nothing but the total energy only. So what is the general formula for total energy? That is sum of both kinetic energy and potential energy. The value of total energy will be, equation for total energy will be G into mm by 2. Remember that or not? Total energy in any particular orbit will be minus G mm by 2r. Of course, smaller you can write here. Okay, and capital M value given, mass of Sun given, mass of Earth given. Okay, and radius also given. Radius of the Earth orbit around the Sun is given. All values are given here, but total energy means you have to just substitute the values. What is the value of G? 6.67 into 10 power minus 11. And mass of the Sun, Earth is orbiting around the Sun here, na? So mass of the Sun is 10 power 30 kg, and mass of Earth is given 6 into 10 power 24 kg by 2 into distance will be 1.5 into 10 power 11. So 2 into 1.5, 3 only. 3 2s are 6 here. 2 6.67 means 2 into 6.67. 13.34 something. Into, this is 10 power minus 11. This is 10 power 24. So this is 10 power 30. 10 power 54 minus 11 means 10 power 43. 10 power 43 is 10 power 11 undi. 10 power 32. So 13.34. Are you able to listen? It is 13.34 into 10 power 32, and it is equal to. Always you have to write digit after one digit only. You have to put the point here. So 1.3 if I consider, that will be into 10 power 33. And they're asking here to calculate total energy only, no? So that unit will be joules. So finally the answer is 1.3 into 10 power 33 joules. Here the question is a Saturn year is 29.5 times the Earth year. How far is the Saturn from the Sun if the Earth is 1.5 into 10 power 8 kilometers away from the Sun? Simply they are asking the relation between time period and distance. So you can write here T square is proportional to R cube, so that T1 by T2 whole square equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. Let me consider the first case is for Earth and second case is for Saturn only. For Earth, the time period will be, for example, T. For Saturn, how much it will be then? It was given 29.5 times only, na? So that it will be 29.5 T only whole square equal to just. Are you able to listen my voice? Okay. Okay, we'll continue. By equal to R1 by R2 whole cube. So for R1, for Earth, you can write it is 1.5 into 10 power 8 kilometers. Answer also you can write in kilometers, no problem. And radius of Saturn can be taken as R1 whole cube. By solving this, 1 by 29.5 whole square equal to 1.5 into 10 power 8 whole cube by R cube only. And finally, you have to calculate the value for R only. So R cube is equal to 1.5 whole cube. Na? 1.5 into 1.5 is 2.25 into 1.5 into 10 power 24. But into this also will come here 29.5 whole square only. We just try to solve it later. Just we will finally get the answer nearly. Anybody got the answer for that? Very good, very good. K. Harish, Alekhya, some more also gave the answers. Very good. The answer is 1.4 into 10 power 9. We have calculated in kilometers now. So we have substituted in kilometers. So that answer is kilometers. But sometimes in the options they may give in terms of meters. Then you have to write 1.4 into 10 power 12 meters. Any answer you can write in kilometers or meters. The acceleration due to gravity on the surface of moon is 1.7 meter per second square. What is the time period of a simple pendulum on the surface of moon if its time period on the surface of Earth is 3.5 seconds? On the surface of Earth, we know the G value is 9.8 meter per second square. Then the formula for, and then the value for time period of simple pendulum is given 3.5 seconds only. But in case of moon, G value changes, na, then what will happen to the time period of simple pendulum? First of all, you have to understand whether time period changes with acceleration due to gravity or not. So for simple pendulum, you have to write the formula for time period. What is the formula for time period of a simple pendulum? T equal to 2 pi root over L by Z. Okay. And here they're asking the relation between T and G only. Na? So T1 by T2 can be written as root over G1 by G2. I will consider the first case for Earth and second case for Moon. So time period in case of Earth. In case of Earth, the time period of simple pendulum is given 3.5. In case of Moon, you have to calculate the time period. And this is equal to root over, I think G2 by G1 it is. For Moon, the G value will be 1.7 and this will be 9.8. Okay. Almost we know that it is 4 times only, 6 times only. Na? Nearly it is 6 times only. Okay. Then it will be T2 equal. T2 is equal to 3.5 into root 6 only. Okay. 3.5 into root 6 only. It is nearly equal to, the answer was given nearly equal to, I will see. Okay. Many students gave the answer. Anishma, Ashish, Alekhya Reddy, CH Dilip, Ajay Kumar, Ashish. Very good. So many of you gave the answer. That is equal to 8.4 seconds. Answer is nearly, by solving that you will get the nearly answer is 8.4 seconds only. The maximum vertical distance through which a full dressed astronaut can jump on the Earth is 0.5 meters. On the Earth, one person can jump to the maximum height of 0.5 meters given. Estimate the maximum vertical distance through which he can jump on the Moon, which has a mean density 2/3 that of the Earth and radius 1/4 that of the Earth. If the same person with the same energy if he wants to jump on Moon, but of course the different factors were given. The mean density were changed and radius of Moon is different from Earth radius. Some value was given for that. So in that particular case, the maximum height what he can jump, they're asking. In both the cases, the energy he can utilize is same only. How much energy he can utilize? That is mgh, potential energy. With he is jumping to certain height in the sense that maximum energy he can utilize. So you can write on Earth mgh equal to, on Moon he can use the same energy mgh. Of course it is for Earth and it is for Moon. And we know that the mass of the person on the Moon and Earth, mass always remains same only, na? And we can write here H Moon you have to find out, na? H Moon is equal to G Earth into H Earth by G Moon on. Okay. Now, but here the answers are direct values were not given for gravity. That is, you know that the gravity acceleration due to gravity on Earth is 9.8. On Moon it is 1/6 of that. But directly we cannot substitute that because some other information was given. So you have to convert here in terms of density and radius. The G value you have to convert in terms of density and radius. So what is the formula you can write for G capital small g? That is capital Gm by r square only. Na? For first one I will write capital G into capital M into, for Earth it is, by radius of Earth square by, for Moon you can write capital G is common and mass of Moon by radius of Moon square, of course into He. Okay, now capital G will get cancelled there. mass information was not given, so that you better convert it into density. So what is the formula for mass in terms of density? Mass equal density into volume. Na? So density into volume in the sense 4 by 3 pi. In both the cases 4 by 3 pi will be also cancelled. So directly I will write only in terms of radius. 4 by 3 pi r cube, na? Re cube. Density of earth by Re square is already here. By G was cancelled. In terms of mass, here also density of moon into radius of moon whole cube by radius of moon square into what is the remaining one? He. The value was also given. And here, finally, you can write Re square and Re square get cancelled. Density of earth into Re by density of moon into Rm into height in case of earth. Okay, then finally you can write here, that is, what is the relation given for density, which has a mean density 2 by 3rd that of earth. Moon density is 2 by 3rd of earth only. Then rho e will cancel, and in numerator it will give 3 by 2. And radius 1/4 that of earth. Radius of moon is 1 by 4 of Re. Then it will be into 4. And what is He given? 0.5 given. Okay. Then finally the answer will be 2 2s 2 into 0.5, 1 into 3. That is, how much the answer will be then? 3 meters. So on moon, the same person on the moon, on the moon, he can jump up to 3 meters. The escape velocity of a planet is v. The tunnel is dug along the diameter of planet, and a small body is dropped into it at the surface. When the body reaches the center of the planet, its speed will be. Okay. So here it is given that Earth is taken like this, and here a small tunnel is dug along the diameter. Anywhere you can consider. Along this particular line, completely it is vacant only. It was just dug only. Then a small body was dropped from the surface. Okay. And what happened to the body? What will happen to the body? The body will just fall down because of a big hole. The body continuously move towards center. The question is, when the body reaches the center of planet, what is the speed of the body? That is the question. Okay, how can you answer this? How much kinetic energy it attains? Initially on the surface, just it is dropped only. It was not projected. Drop in the sense initial velocity is 0. So what is initial kinetic energy? Let me consider 2 points here. One point is here, point A, or surface, na? Yes, I will consider. And this is the other point, let me consider C. So we know that the kinetic energy at surface plus potential energy at the surface, the total energy at the surface it will give. That is equal to the total energy at center also. So I will just write here the formula for that. First of all, kinetic energy at surface I will calculate. That is 0 only, na? And potential energy at surface will be how much here the potential energy will be? Potential energy formula is, it is very standard formula, minus Gm by R only, the Gmm by R. That is the potential energy. Next, at surface only. Now it is about kinetic energy and potential energy values at center. So kinetic energy at center, of course, we don't know the value of velocity, no? That only you have to calculate. So that let me consider that is equal to half mv square. What is kinetic energy is half mv square. And what is the potential energy at center? Okay, for any solid sphere, the potential energy at center will be minus 3 gm by 2r. It is minus 3 gm by 2r. Now you have to equate all of this, of course, mm potential energy in MMTM. Now you can just equate all of them. The total energy in the first case and total energy in the second case. You have to equate both of them. Then, so total energy on the surface equal to, according to law of conservation of energy, total energy at center also. And this will be minus G mm by R. And here it is half mv square minus 3 G mm by 2R. You have to calculate finally the value of B only, that you have to remember. So that half mv square equal to, ఇది ఇటువైపు వస్తే ఏమవుతుందమ్మా, gmm by r is common, and you will have 3 by 2 minus 1. That will be half only. 3 by 2 minus 1 will be half only. Half and half will get cancelled then. Then what will be the answer? Mv square equal to this value. Small m will also get cancelled. So finally v square equal to gm by r. Gm by r in the sense, you can write small g into r only, na? You can write it as small g into r, because gm by r square is small g, na? So the gm by r will be small g into r. So v equal to root over gr. I think all of you know that what does this equation indicate? Root over gr is nothing but formula for orbital velocity, of course, but here in terms of capital R, if it is written, the options were given in terms of escape speed only. What is the formula for escape speed? The formula for escape speed is root 2gr. So that here we got the answer, that is escape speed by root 2. Root gr can be written as root 2gr by root 2 only, na? So that according to the given options, this will be the correct answer. All of you understand here? From the surface, a small hole is made and some particle of mass small m is dropped from that, and while it is reaching the center, what is the speed they're asking? Okay, then finally you will get here, that is root over gr only. An asteroid of mass m is approaching Earth initially at a distance of 10 r from the center of Earth with speed v. It hits the Earth with a speed, so it is really at a distance of 10 r. Then it is having the velocity v given. And what will happen at that distance? If it is, the Earth will attract the body also, no? The Earth will also attract that body, and also it is having some initial kinetic energy. So initial velocity is given. Because of attraction from the Earth, some velocity of that asteroid will increase, and finally it will hit the Earth with some more velocity only. And then how can you calculate the final velocity? That is the question. Here also you can use, in the same previous case, you can use law of conservation of energy. Okay, see how to calculate here the final velocity. So initially, again, total energy you can write initially half m v square, initial velocity square. And initially the potential energy, when it is at 10 r distance, what will be the potential energy of that? Minus g capital M into small m by, what is the distance given? 10 r from center directly given, so that directly you can substitute 10 r. And you please understand here that capital M indicates mass of Earth, small m indicates mass of asteroid here, and this is equal to, finally when it hits the Earth, that is half m into v final square. I will consider the final velocity is x only, that you have to calculate. And what is the potential energy on the surface of Earth? minus G mm by R. So from this relation only you have to find out the X value. Okay. Now, in all the factors here, small m will be cancelled. No? Small m will be cancelled everywhere. And you better multiply everyone with 2. Half and half will get cancelled then. Better multiply everything with 2 also. Then you can cancel small m values everywhere and you multiply with 2. Then what will be the here answer? V square minus, if you multiply with 2 here, G capital M by 5R equal to X square minus 2 G M by R. Finally, X square only have to find out. X square equal to V square plus 2G by M by 2G M by R minus G M by 5R. And now it is equal to X square equal to V initial square plus, which remains, which will be common here, G M by R can be taken common. That will be 2 minus 1 by 5. 2 minus 1 by 5. So based on the given options only, you can take the correct one. So finally answer is final velocity square equal to initial velocity square into initial velocity square plus Gm by R into 2 minus 1 by 5. Okay. For a satellite moving in an orbit around the Earth, the ratio of kinetic energy to magnitude of potential energy. I think I'll have to remember that. What is the equation for kinetic energy? I will write here again. Equation for kinetic energy is what we got the answer there. G capital M into small m by 2R only. And potential energy will be minus G capital M into small m by R only. You can understand from these two relations that potential energy is double to the kinetic energy. Then they are asking kinetic energy by potential energy. What will be the answer? Potential energy is double to the kinetic energy, no? So the answer will be 1 by 2 only. Very much simple question. The radius of planet is R1 and satellite revolves around it in a circular orbit of radius R2. One planet's radius is, please, we should not confuse with symbols here. The radius of planet given R1 and the circular orbit, a satellite revolves in the circular orbit of radius R2. The time period of revolution is T. What is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of planet? That is the question. Okay, see here. What is the general formula for T? There is general formula you can write for T. What is that? T or T square you can write. T square equal to 4 pi square into R cube. Actually, R cube in the sense here, what is R? The radius of orbit only. So that is R2. There only you should not confuse. That's by G into capital M. That is mass of planet only you can write. Okay. Now, what is the equation for GM then? GMP. GM can be written as 4 pi square R2 cube by T square. This is the relation for GM. But small g is nothing but, what is the value of small g? What is the equation for small g? Gm by R square only. No? So that is G into mass of planet by radius of planet, that is R1 square. And here when we know that in place of GMP you have written the first equation 4 pi square R2 cube by T square into R1 square is here. So this is the final answer. Small g value is 4 pi square r2 cube by t square r1 square. Okay, the relations whatever we have with the radius of orbit and radius of planet, just we have written them. That's it.